This Arizona man is accused of plotting a mass shooting to start a race war. Arizona is not far from me. I'm here in Los Angeles. It's not that far. And to think that people are walking around doing this type of stuff that's about to be described in this video is absolutely insane. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Tonight, federal court records are revealing how the FBI broke up a plot to stop a mass shooting. Back in October, the FBI says it began its investigation into Mark Prieto after a confidential informant who spoke with him more than a dozen times over 3 years at various gun shows said Prieto called for a mass shooting targeting blacks, Jews, and Muslims before the 2024 presidential election. During a January gun show in Phoenix, Prieto tried recruiting that informant and an undercover FBI agent. According to court records, Prieto wanted to carry the plan out in Georgia because, he says, when he was a kid, that was one of the most conservative states in the country. More specifically, Prieto wanted to carry out the attack at a rap concert because he said there would be, quote, a high concentration of African Americans.
It's that statement right there. That statement that has made me uncomfortable over the past 4 years. Yeah, over the past 4 years since the George Floyd protest and people really showing their colors through the last presidential election. But it's that statement right there that has made me super uncomfortable when I go to large gatherings with my own people. Not because of not because of my people there, but because of thinking like that. I went to go see. What did I go see? I went to go see Venom, the second Venom. I think that was in 2021. I can't remember. Whenever y'all let me know if y'all feel like, let me know when that movie came out. And I remember I went to the Baldwin Crenshaw movie theater to watch that movie, and I think it was Venom. Pretty sure it was Venom, but it was like a Friday night or a Saturday night. It was a bunch of black folks there, and I remember feeling like I told the wife, I remember feeling like I feel naked out here. Like I really should have brought some protection with me. We'll say that. Right? Just to go to the movie theaters. And again, not because of being surrounded by a bunch of African Americans. It's because I felt like we were an easy target. Like someone could just run up in that theater and wreak havoc and have thinking like this. Just went to some Juneteenth celebrations last weekend. Or, yeah, last weekend, a couple weekends ago. And same thing. Was feeling like it's all these black people in this park. And I don't even want to say, I'm not even going to say what I was thinking because I feel like someone is watching this is going to be like, ooh, that's a good idea. Let me go do that. So if you want to know what I'm thinking, and I know you personally, let's talk about it. I'll tell you what I was thinking, what I felt like could have happened there. And it would have been a guy like this. It would have been their dream, right? But to think that people will just be walking around plotting like this is wild. And these are the types of things that for a lot of us live in the back of our head. Like I'm literally sitting at a Juneteenth eating barbecue with family, a Juneteenth event, and I'm thinking this in the back of my head, right? These are kinds of stressors that a lot of us African Americans have when we're in public settings. Whether people say it out loud or not, these are the types of stressors we have. because of goofballs like this.
During a February meetup at a gun show, Prieto began offering details of the plan, including the number of guns to be used. During this meetup, Prieto sold that undercover agent a gun for $2,000 and said he would also like to use grenades during the attack because it can, quote, cause panic. At another gun show in March in Prescott Valley, Prieto provided more specific details. That attack would take place in Atlanta at State Farm Arena on May 14th or 15th. Performing that night was rapper Bad Bunny. During that gun show, Prieto sold an AR-15 rifle to that undercover.
Prieto, hopefully I don't, I mean, I'm just going to say it. I think he was at the wrong concert if he was trying to get a bunch of African Americans. Am I wrong? He went to a Bad Bunny concert. I mean, he's crazy and he's wrong for even trying to do this, but I think he got his demographic wrong. But I don't think it would have mattered, right? He was just trying to knock off some minorities regardless of who it is, but if he was aiming for African Americans, a Bad Bunny concert in Arizona. But then again, someone who thinks like this, you probably wouldn't expect them to actually be like smart, right? So
agent for $1,000 and told them to, quote, bring as many magazines as the gun could carry. In the following weeks, agents continued to monitor Prieto's movements. During an April meetup, Prieto continued to fine-tune his plans, even discussing heading east to do reconnaissance, but emphasized the attack, quote, must happen prior to the election and as soon as possible. Authorities arrested Prieto back on May 14th as he crossed into New Mexico. Investigators say he had several guns in his truck, even more found at his home in Prescott while executing a search warrant.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking.
Just a goofball. Just a goofball. He was goofy enough to be talking to random people about it. People he couldn't even get his demographic right and where he wanted to get it done. Just a flat out goofball. I'm glad he was a goofball, because if he was just a little bit smarter, he actually would have pulled it off, and this would have been something terrible. But these are how some of these people think out here, right? And very calculated with wanting it to be before the election. Just dumb, goofball, can't even think himself out of a box. The reason why he's all lonely and need to try and create a purpose for himself by thinking that doing something like this, he can go down in history. Lock him up, throw away the key, or make him disappear, one or the other. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is, but like I said before, this is the type of stuff that makes it hard to go out and enjoy a public setting with people in your neighborhood. If you live in an all black neighborhood, or again celebrating a black holiday, going to go watch a movie that's targeted at predominantly African Americans, right? Just makes it very uncomfortable to pull up to these spots because you got people like this running around, thinking they're doing the country a service by getting rid of us in large groups. Crazy story. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.